Big Ray, I feel like I just saw you a couple hours ago.
Because it was. And here we are.
Did you get some sleep?
No. I think I see this. Says stream this to your audience, so I see that. Now it's there.
Yeah, sweet. We'll take care of that tonight.
Okay.
We got Mark in the chat. What's going on,
What's up,
Mark?
Mark?
Number one, super fan of the show. Game Face has a couple questions for us. We'll kick it off
Yep.
with that. Flacco or Knicks?
Oh, were the Broncos playing again off the top of my head? I can't remember.
Broncos play the Texans at Houston.
At Houston, yeah, I would probably go Flacco, honestly, just because the Bears secondary is pretty beat up, and at
Yeah.
Houston's defense. I mean, Knicks could have a good game. Honestly, I just think that Flacco has a better floor.
I think this one is a little bit scoring dependent. 4 for a passing touchdown. Give me the rushing upside of Knicks. The rushing touchdown upside for sure. If it's 6 for a passing touchdown, you got to go Flacco because he's just throwing the ball over the yard. He
Right.
also says pick 2, Monungai, Rico, Sutton, and Worthy.
Monungai, I'd probably go for one of them.
Monungai for sure. And then as much as I love Rico, I think I'm going to go Sutton here.
I'm probably going Sutton as well.
Even if it's like a half PPR, just because I feel like Sutton's going to find the end zone in this game, and he's been inconsistent, but usually he bounces back from these cold stretches pretty good.
Right.
Mark says Quentin Johnson or Charbonnet full PPR. This one's a doozy, bro. It's a doozy.
Right.
I have Quentin Johnson on my bets, but again, Charbonnet is way more likely to find the end zone. But you're talking full PPR, right? What's Charbonnet's catch-up side? Fucking 2 or 3 catches max. God, you could also say maybe that's Quentin Johnson's catch-up side too.
That's the problem. It's like, again, I mean, you're looking for just again the higher ceiling is gonna be QJ. The floor is gonna be Sharps. The Sharps will probably get a touchdown, but again, like you said, there's no catch-up side with him. So it all takes is a couple good catches from QJ to all of a sudden, I'm just saying all of a sudden
I think we're gonna go Charbonnet. Give me Charbonnet in the Sunday Night Football game against Washington, who is decimated right now. Right, game script should be good for Charbonnet. I don't expect. I mean, I can see Washington winning this game, but yeah, DB says I think we're gonna go Charbonnet. He says Rob, yo, meat sweats and acid, yo. So that's your new name. You're just Meat Sweats. Can we just call you Meat Sweats on here?
I'd be fine with it because I'm still be eating meat.
You ate a lot. You were. Are you still eating now? You still have some of that now?
Not right now, but doesn't mean later I won't.
That was a big meal because you just savor your food too. Sven says Jennings, Wandale, or Charbonnet full PPR. Not Jennings. I'm not going Jennings. No, so I'm gonna eliminate Jennings. So this is like a murder fuck kill situation.
Yeah, probably would go Wandale, but
full PPR.
Yeah, because you get a lot of the dump offs, like at least like short crossers.
This is a good one, and I just had this decision. So if you didn't hear, Cooper Kupp is out, most likely out. He's like doubtful for tonight's game. So he says Torrey Horton or Diami Brown at flex full PPR. Man, this is tricky. So I have a similar conundrum in a bunch of leagues. I picked up Parker Washington everywhere, who I like Parker Washington better than Diami Brown, at least for a floor and a safe play. I think he is safe for like 4 catches. Diami Brown's your upside shot. And Torrey Horton, I'm going to go Torrey Horton here.
I was going to go Torrey Horton. That's what I was.
Now, if it was Parker Washington, Ray, would that change your mind? Would that make it a lot closer for you?
Yeah.
It's tough, man. I'm gonna probably go Torrey Horton again. I like the Sunday night game here. I think it has a low key shootout potential, if that makes sense. For a Seahawks game. Give me Torrey Horton. But Diami Brown's got to keep an eye on. Brissett or Flacco. This is easy. Flacco. We have some. We don't even know exactly what's going on with Kyler Murray. They named Brissett the starter. They said Kyler might be active, so if Brissett struggles, maybe they bench him. Just those tiebreakers. Give me, and Joe Flacco's hot right now. He's Hansel. He's so hot right now. Give me Joe Flacco. I know you're in agreement there. DB, man, still pondering on starting one of these guys. QJ, Gatson, or drop Dubs and start Downs or Wandale. If it's full PPR, I can see you going Wandale, but I think the answer is just Gatson. Again, I'm not the biggest Gatson guy, but he's hot right now. Again, another guy that's hot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Don't disagree with that.
George play for the flex non-PPR, Tracy or Henderson? Ooh.
Oof, yeah, non-PPR, that is interesting. I would probably go Henderson for non-PPR, but
Definitely say Henderson for a lot of
but
guys.
I'd say, yeah, but it just sucks because it's like we were talking about last night. We don't really know how much they're going to truly play Henderson. We all assume he's going to get the first, chance to really take it and run with it. But maybe just one fumble or one missed block, and all of a sudden, Ernest has been there for the 15 carries like we talked about. So um, I would probably still go Henderson, but just don't be shocked if they decide to fuck with him, because I'm going to be pissed because I'm playing him in 2 leagues. So
yeah, I think we have Pierre in here. He was one of the first subscribers from these live streams. He changed his name though, but his name's Pierre. I'm against him in like 12 Fantrax leagues. This motherfucker, he stole Tucker Craft from me in a couple spots because he knew my Tucker Craft love. Kind of hurts, but drop DK for Torrey. Talk Torrey up all year. Hopefully this works out like Gatson did. Yeah, we've been pretty high on Torrey Horton on the show, Blake. You as well. And this is the opportunity for him, right? Like this is the chance, because Cooper Kupp's not been great. He has the contract and he's a leader of the team. I get all that kind of shit, but like Cooper Kupp is fine in the red zone, right? He's fine on 3rd and 4, but he has no juice right now. He's a veteran, but Torrey Horton is a juiced up sports car that has made made the most of his opportunities, especially in terms of special teams. But he looks good as a receiver, man. And we know JSN is going to command a lot of attention. And that's fine with Cooper Kupp, because what are you giving up for him? A 7-yard little in-breaking route? With Torrey Horton, if you get single coverage, you might give up a 60-yard bomb. That's the upside with how good Sam Darnold's playing right now. I like that play there over DK, because like, what are the odds DK scores a touchdown? Well, I'll tell you right now, Cam Ward has like 4 or 5 touchdowns all fucking year. All year. We're in week 9.
Right.
Garrett says Marv, BTJ, or Keenan Allen, Ray.
Ooh. Probably going Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver 1 this week. There's a caveat that he has an injured shoulder. He may play a little less snaps, and he's more at risk to get hurt in the game. I understand all that, but they're against the Raiders, baby, coming out of bye. Inside, like there's a lot of things going there. Marv is fine, and Keenan's fine. I would rank it BTJ, Marv, Keenan, Allen.
That's probably what I would do as well.
Have a very gross, if you dare to help me, RJ Harvey, Hunter Henry, Parker Washington, full PPR. I think I'm against him in this league, is my guess. So, Ray, I'm gonna toss it off to you.
So, I would probably go Parker Washington at Vegas for the full PPR, because RJ Harvey last week he had a huge game. He only had 6 touches. I mean, of course, he had 3 touchdowns, but that's just like not sustainable. So until more usage for him changes, I wouldn't use him right now. Hunter Henry, I mean, I'm starting him in one of our leagues. I don't really want to, but I just have to. So I honestly, I would just go with Parker Washington at Vegas, because I think that if they're going to be passing the ball out there. So
Meraki says start 3 full PPR. He only gives me 3 names, so maybe I'm guessing it's start 1 or start 2. Let's just rank them for him. Travion Henderson, Bam Knight, Travis Etienne. So Bam Knight's 3rd on that list for sure, just with the uncertainty there. We don't know what the hell's going on with Michael Carter and DeMarcado. Nope. Would you rank this Etienne, Henderson, Knight? Is that about right? Because I mean, we're both high on Henderson this week, but Etienne's still the starter there. At least we know he's going to get like 15 touches.
Correct. That's I mean, if we knew Henderson would get the same amount of opportunity as Etienne, I would just go with Henderson this week. But we don't know, so I would go with like you said, Etienne, Henderson, Knight. He's like you said, who the hell knows what the hell's going on in Arizona?
Agreed, man. Hog says Flacco or Herbert. I'm asking because the weather I'm scared of. If LA gets up by a lot, they will run the ball. Thanks. The weather, is this an issue with the Flacco? Is this an issue in that game?
That's what I'm guessing. I'm gonna look right now.
Yeah, let's take a look at this weather that you speak of, because I haven't heard much about it.
So 49 degrees, 76 mile per hour winds, cloudy. So it can't be the Bears game.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. And Herbert's playing inside of a dome. Yeah, they're at home, right? Are they home against Titans or they're at Titans? They're at Titans. So it must be Tennessee. It must be Nashville. So check this Nashville weather, and let's see here.
Let's see. I'm doing it right now. So yeah, rain. That's what it is. Yeah, 90. So yeah, it's gonna be rain. A lot of rain. It looks
I
like.
don't see it. I don't see it at all.
That's what this
Yeah,
thing
I
says.
don't see any rain. Oh,
In the Let's
you
look
the
at the
man,
actual.
dead ass. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, man. Brick says Torrey ran a 4.4 140 coming in the season, injured in college. He's decently big. Yeah, I didn't realize he's 6'2", because he plays a lot. He looks a lot smaller out there. And that's because he looks like feeble. He moves smaller. He moves like a smaller dude. So
The rain.
drop a.
Oh, you can't see it. I would say that the rain is already past Nashville. So
So it's
like
clear.
if it, yeah, that's what it looks like.
Jay,
So I
drop a
wouldn't worry about
fucking
it.
like, guys. Come on. Yeah, drop a like. We got 6 likes in this video. There's not many people in here, but and if you have not subscribed, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Was I wrong for starting Flowers instead of a Dunze? No, you had Lamar Jackson back, and Zay Flowers has been so goddamn efficient.
Yep.
Just a rough game. The tight end scored, and you didn't have to throw the ball very much. He's fine. Zay Flowers is fine. Odunze's been inconsistent, so I don't blame you for that one. Kyle Monungai, yeah, it's hard to spell. I know how to pronounce it. Spelling it's tough.
Yeah.
Kyle
I couldn't spell
Monungai
either.
or Sutton or Kyle Monungai. This is a tricky one.
Crazy to think they were asking this question, but I would go Monungai just because he's gonna be getting the full tilt this week, especially against a dumpy Cincinnati Bengals defense. But Sutton's
So
not a bad player.
Monungai, Ray, Monungai's over under in rushing yards on DraftKings right now is 74.5. That's super high. Like that's
That is
super
very
high.
high.
So that
I would
should
go
tell you
under
I don't
on
like
that.
I would bet the under, but that doesn't mean it means it's a good start. When Vegas,
Correct.
that's starting running back territory. That's higher than Bijan Robinson. I know,
Right.
again, Bijan has all the receptions, but like just wrap your head around that for a second. That's 10 yards higher than Bijan Robinson's rushing total. Get the fuck
Right.
out of here. Again, bet under on Monungai, over on Bijan, but we're still starting Monungai.
Correct.
Sutton or Harrison Jr. Hold on, my wife's calling me. I'll let you answer this question here. Sutton or Harrison Jr.
Okay. So George, I'm going Sutton this week. I think he's going to have a good bounce back week this week. With Marvin Harrison Jr., I mean, let's just see with how Jacoby Brissett uses him. I mean, I still think that it's like Harrison's not a terrible play, but with the two of them, I would be going Sutton this week.
Yeah, agreed with that one. Blaze starts full PPR. Slayton, Christian Watson, Parker Washington. It's not Christian Watson. I would just go Parker Washington. I mean, I'm pretty high on him. Hopefully, it doesn't come back to burn my asshole.
Yeah,
I'm starting Parker Washington in like 5 leagues, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say the same thing.
Sven, RJ Harvey, Troy Franklin, or Charbonnet, pick one. If it's full PPR, I think I'm going to go Troy Franklin with no Mims there. If it's half PPR, I'm going Charbonnet. I think Harvey is the odd man out in any situation here.
Yep, I concur.
Blake, good call here. Thank you, Jamie. Again, shout out to Blake. He is the media manager on this channel. Can't do this without him. He makes all these graphics, everything. You're the man. He says Bengals give up the most rush yards a game to running backs. Yeah, they got shredded last week by the Jets, by both running backs. So that's why Monungai's number is so high, and that's why he is a pretty safe start this week, I'd say. It's just about can he find the end zone, which he probably should. Packers or Chargers defense rest of season? I'm going Packers. I think they have a better defense.
I was going to look up their rest of the season schedule. So they being Green Bay. They still have Carolina, Philly, Giants, Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago, Denver, Chicago, Baltimore.
Not easy.
No, Los Angeles has today Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, bye week still. So they have a bye as well, the Chargers. Vegas, Philly, Kansas City, Dallas, Houston. So I'd still probably go
like
Green
that
Bay.
one better. Yeah,
Good?
I think they're a better defense. Blaze says full PPR, Slayton or Christian Watson. We're going Slayton here.
I'm going Slayton too.
So? I can't really.
Christian Watson's just exactly. Christian Watson's just I don't know. He's talented. It's such a weird thing with him in Green Bay. Like I don't know. You would think he'd be wide receiver 1. He's just not. I don't know. So weird. I would go Slayton.
Blaze full PPR. That's the same one I just read. Sorry, it's this one. Broncos D or Seahawks D. This week, they're so close, man.
That's a flip of the coin.
I think I'm going to go Seahawks D fully healthy, where you're missing
at home.
Surtain there. Yeah, give me the Seahawks D against the injured Jaden Daniels. That probably is not going to be running much, and he has no one to throw to. Let's see. Dropped my Green Bay D this morning for a kicker. Well, you got to do what you got to do. I'm guessing you weren't starting. I don't know. Why would you do Green Bay's D is like the must start this week. I think they're a really good start this week, right, Ray? You got fucking Carolina.
He said he has the Lions with the rest of the season.
I would rather have the Packers defense than the Lions. Again, I'm a streaming defense dude, but like if I had to choose, give me that one.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. I'm gonna hit you guys with the intro, and I'll be back. We're back in 20 seconds or so. Yeah, I could call from Blake here. He keeps on referring to the Packers as we because he's a Packers fan. I do that as well. Panthers struggle on the road, decent at home, and you have Bryce Young coming off an ankle injury. Now I don't know how much that's going to affect him, but it's not a good thing. You'd rather have the guy healthy. Right. And maybe they would have held him out one more week, but that Andy Dalton performance last week was just like dog shit. Like,
so
was
bad.
Jake Browning level. That was awful.
That pick was so bad that he like just missed that. When he missed that dude, oh my God, he looks so bad.
Yeah. So I like the Packers defense this week. I'm gonna go ahead and toss my bets up real quick. Any of those in here that have not shared the show last night or not get the video. If you're not in the Discord, what are you doing? Get in the Discord because that's where it's at right now. Here we go. We're looking at a 37-19 this year. We have 4 years of pretty steady, consistent record here. These are all even odds player props. Here's the 6 bangers here. I think Ray said the one he was most worried about was it DK for you?
I think it was that one definitely just because him and also the Genty, just because.
I love the Genty one, and Genty's gone up to like 64 yards now.
Oh, he has now? Well, if you got it at if you got it at yours, that'd be good then. I mean, yeah, the DK one just because. He's such a boomer bust,
Yeah, I just expect them to be losing this game and having to throw a lot against a Colts secondary that is just not very good.
No,
I guess that's the reason there. And DK is just a big play merchant, and he hasn't hit any in a while, so I feel like he might hit one this game. That's why I like that one.
Finally due.
Let's see. We got Wally in here. What's up, boys? Won't be able to watch the full stream grocery shopping, but I posted the stream on X. Wally's taking care of my Twitter. We're going to try to get that figured out. I got a lot of people on this team here that are really helping me out, whether that be donating to me, the Patreon, and also, Wally, Blake, Matt with the memes. Like they're all helping me out and helping this channel. So again, I'm not going to forget you guys when this becomes a real thing. And also all my guests, Ray, Story, Chaz, Mikey. If I forgot anyone, sorry. You guys are the shit. Wally, see y'all tonight's stream. Good luck, everyone. Yeah, tonight's stream 10:45 with the Ray. That's going to be a Week 9 recap, and we're going to kind of preview Monday Night Football, talk about some touchdown score parlays for Monday Night Football, all those kind of good things. Here we go. Brick says, who was worse, Andy Dalton or Kirk Cousins last week?
That's a very good question. I was almost going to say Kirk Cousins. But
yeah, I would say in a vacuum, if it was just like take the names out of it, take the teams out of it, it's Andy Dalton. But Kirk Cousins is making like $40 million a year. And Kirk Cousins is like that veteran. Like Kirk Cousins is a higher level player than Andy Dalton. Actually, maybe they're kind of more similar than I think. But I think it's definitely Kirk Cousins because he was supposedly close to Penix in terms of like who should be starting. Like there's no debate. Andy Dalton shouldn't be starting over Bryce Young. And Kirk, that was rough. Like he killed Bijan Robinson is what happened. And you know how bad you have to be to kill Bijan in terms of his fantasy value and his production? That's a problem. And to defend Kirk Cousins, he did not have Drake London, who makes that offense run almost as much as Bijan. But yeah, that was just a piss poor performance. I'm anxious to see how they look this week. Penix is back. I think that this is a really good spot for the Falcons, especially with the line, 5.5 points. But the Falcons are the hardest team to predict right now in the NFL because it's not just like the win or loss. It's that they beat good teams handily, and then they get smoked by bad teams. And we perceive this Pats team as a contender and like an elite contender. I don't think they're that. I think they're a good team. I think they're a bad good team, if that makes sense. I think the Patriots are a bad good team. Like they're in that good team, top 10, but I feel like they're the bad side of that. And we haven't seen a bad game from Drake May. He's not gonna have bad fantasy games. We haven't seen a fumble game, right, or a pick six game, or just an erratic game from Drake May, and he has that in his profile, and he's just due. He's not perfect. I'm not saying anything against Drake May like this rest of the season, rest of his career. I love Drake May, but every quarterback has these. We've seen Josh Allen go through that this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be the Falcons are the hardest because it's like, how do you blow out the Bills and they get blown out by the Miami Dolphins? Just like at home, on top of that, like you're at home against Miami and you got blown out, like absolutely crazy.
Miami. And then, of course, you see Miami score 6 goddamn points the next week. Kamara versus Parker Washington, right? This is for you. Kamara or Parker Washington in the flex PPR. Is it a debate for you or?
It is a debate. I mean, because Kamara, because I don't know. Here's the thing: they're at LA Rams, so theoretically speaking, they should be getting killed. So they're going to be down. So there's going to be a lot of those dink and dunk, dump offs to Kamara. I mean, because I like the Parker Washington at Vegas, but I would still probably go Kamara just because I think they're going to be down, and I think he'll be getting a lot of just those dump offs where that will add up for garbage time PPR that they will end up getting a good game. So, and I think he has a better chance to score too. So,
who are you flexing over the other? J.K. Dobbins, Bryce Young. If this is a super flex, you're taking the quarterback.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure. Rico or Sutton in the flex full PPR. We're going Sutton, although we love Rico on this channel, but this is just we got to see it first. I think it's going to be a 2/3 to 1/3 split in favor of Rico. The problem is goal line work. We don't know how that's going to be distributed. Short yardage stuff. And I got to see them throw the goddamn ball to the running backs, specifically Rico. And hopefully that happens this week with a little bit of an ailing Bryce Young. He's not going to be less likely to take off and scramble. Maybe dump it down to Rico, who's your second best playmaker in your offense. Maybe your best playmaker, sack of the South. Am I starting Gatson and Bowers? Well, I can just tell I don't know who the rest of your roster is, but I would start Bowers over Gatson. I'll give you that one. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, Gatson, would you start Gatson over like Parker Washington?
Yeah. Just he's been too involved in the offense, and I definitely prefer my weapon having Justin Herbert opposed to Trevor Lawrence. That's kind of the deciding factor. And also we want to see it. And like what I said on yesterday's stream, this injury from Travis Hunter happened after the bye week, right? They had all this prep going for this game, and then their game plan, and then Travis Hunter gets hurt on what was that, a Tuesday or Wednesday, where they're installing all these things in practices. Now you have to pivot, and Parker Washington was the one on the field. So is Damie Brown. But Parker was playing that role those weeks where Travis Hunter was playing a lot of defense. Parker Washington was running those routes. So I feel like, okay, maybe if you think Damie Brown's the guy long-term, it's not going to be this week. Yes, he can catch a deep bomb, but who's going to play more snaps? Who's going to run more routes? Who's going to have those high-value little PPR targets? It's Parker Washington.
Right.
We have Walker, Kamara, DK, Tajay, full PPR, pick 2. So Kenneth Walker, Alvin Kamara, Chimere, DK, Tajay, Spears. I think it's just the first 2.
That's what I was going to go with.
What do you think?
That's what I'm thinking.
Just so you guys know, we call Kenneth Walker on this channel the Tiny Dancer. What do you think the snap share rate is going to be for Kenneth Walker?
60-40.
I couldn't keep it straight face. If you guys were on the stream last night, there's a new rule on the channel. If we're ever talking about Kenneth Walker, I'm going to interrupt him once per the time. And then if Ray ever rambles, which he does from time to time, instead of like cutting him off or being like, Ray, we got to move on, I am just literally hitting him with
Yeah, And that's my cue to shut up and remove it along.
And you get to laugh a little bit. Monty for AK. Who'd you rather have rest of the season? Alvin Kamara or Monty? This is scoring dependent. PPR,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take Kamara, but anything else, give me Montgomery.
Yep.
Juan, who for my wide receiver 2 and 3 flex spot? Debo, DK, Addison, Booty, Quentin Johnston. And then his running back, Charbonnet, Krosky Merritt, Travion Henderson. We're going Travion Henderson for running backs. I know that. Yep. I know we're agreement on that one. And then give me the 2 wide receivers. You need Debo, DK, Addison, Booty, Quentin Johnston.
So I would probably go. I think I'm picking Jordan Addison just because I think that's going to be a shootout up there. It's going to be a high-scoring game. So give me Addison, and then it's between Booty and Samuel for me. Booty's been on a good tear lately. Yeah, I mean, give me Booty right now. But I mean, but like you said last night, he is on a touchdown streak right now. So if he doesn't get that touchdown, then all of a sudden he may not have as good enough game. So I would for sure go Addison, and then for me, I'd say between Booty and Samuel. I don't know. What are you thinking?
If it's full PPR, I think Addison's the play for sure. Like the first one, and if it's full PPR, I'm definitely going to go Debo just because he's going to get those little dump offs. Like everyone's hurt right now. That's the answer there. Where would you, Ray? Where would you have Debo rank this week if you could just full PPR? Where would you rank Debo?
Mid to low wide receiver.
Start Manungai. I was setting you up for that one. Start Manungai or Vidal. Ooh, it's Vidal, right?
Yeah, Vidal. Yeah. Better offense.
He's crushing today, man. He's crushing right now. Mark says hashtag get raid. I did it about 4 times and it was funnier every time. And I'm a big fan of that. Also, I just love the clip. I can just listen to Elton John screaming about Tiny Dancer at the top of his fucking lungs for the rest of my goddamn life.
Right.
And I will, because I love doing that. All right, we don't have much time left. There's like nobody in here besides just like the 5 goats that are in the Discord. So it's a hard time. I have so much more success with these late night streams than I do in anything, even the afternoon. I don't know, because there's so much in the market. Ray is getting rage baited. Well, no, he doesn't really get raged. He gets raid.
Yeah, big time.
And he likes it. I feel like if you had the controls at your disposal, you would probably Tiny Dancer my ass too.
Oh yeah.
It's damn right. Brian says top of the morning, brothers. Dart or Darnold and Bowers or Gatson. It's Bowers for sure. Let's not get cute. You probably need to trade Gatson. Trade Gatson if you can.
Yeah.
And then what's the quarterback scoring? So if it's 6 for a passing touchdown, easy Darnold. 4 for a passing touchdown, I could see going Jackson Dart. I feel like he didn't run a lot last week, and he runs all the time. Now you have no Scatabo there. Should be a big Dart game. So if it's your standard, no bonuses for passing, 4 for passing touchdown, give me Dart. But other than that, it's going to be Darnold, and this is easy Bowers. I know it might be risky, right? But like, give me. I know he's coming off an injury, but he's missed what was it, 3 games and a bye. So like, if the dude's not healthy now, he's not going to be healthy, and they're going to play him this week. They need to win this week. Now they're not going to win, or at least it doesn't matter if they win because they're pretty much eliminated. Don't tell PD Sunshine that though.
Facts.
What's the quarterback scoring, Brian? Be growing stuff. Walker, Marks, or Spears. Pick one. Pick one, Ray. He's waiting for it. What is it?
It's gonna be the first guy, Kenneth Walker.
You're talking about the Tiny Dancer?
Yeah. All day.
Mighty Morphin Bauer Rangers. Green Bay is wearing our throwbacks with leather helmet look. What do you like these throwback stuff? Or
No.
I was gonna say I don't like any of these things. I guess the Packers have a lot of history, that's for sure. So maybe they can rock it. But like, I don't like when like the Jaguars do a retro. It's like, dude, you started your franchise in 1997. Like, the fuck, man. The Browns can do it because
I will say, as much as I hate the Packers, just colors and everything, I do like those old white jerseys and the white helmets. Those are pretty sweet. I wish the Bears would do something like that, like a polar bear jersey.
Yeah, I mean, we all know the reason the NFL does this is just for jersey sales. Like, it's like the
Of course.
hardcores are like, dude, I don't have that one. They wore it. I'm gonna buy it. It's like, all right, man. If it's not a powder blue, I don't really care.
Right.
Seahawks throwbacks are the best in the league. Those are very, very, very good. Cheerio. I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
I like the Seahawks
Mhm.
jersey in general. The Seahawks have great jerseys, great
Mhm.
field. Just I wish I was a Seahawks fan, honestly.
Yeah. I mean,
Now, swallowing that loss of the Patriots would be a very tough pill to swallow because I'm still kind of broken up over that Bears loss to the Colts in the Super Bowl where we returned the opening kickoff with Hester, then proceed to pick Peyton Manning, which is just two things that would never happen. But then you got Rex Grossman fumbling 2 snaps and just throwing picks, and like we lost by 2 scores.
yeah,
But
I mean,
what a great start.
what's fucked up is that like that's our highest point of being a Bears fan of our life. That moment when that touchdown, when he was running away from those guys
Yeah.
getting into the end zone, that is the peak happiness of our Bears fandom, which is sad.
No, you know what it is. There was a better one. Now, not so much for like playoff stuff, but it was Mike Brown's back-to-back weeks with a
Oh yeah,
defensive touchdown
yeah.
in overtime.
No one.
Which
Yeah,
is
no
just
one.
that was such
just-
like that Bears team. Like that's what we did.
Yes,
We won on defensive touchdowns. And like,
that was a great
it was
team.
exciting. It just was like it wasn't real. It wasn't sustainable. It never was. Like you can't live on special teams and defensive touchdowns.
Right.
And it just doesn't work. And definitely now in today's NFL, you cannot live on that. We haven't seen a defensive team, like a true defensive team, win a Super Bowl in eons. I feel like eons and eons.
Yes.
Blake says Dub's
Child
guardian cap with a leather helmet's gonna look nuts.
Yes.
He looks like a fucking lollipop. He looks like a lollipop out there, man.
Dude, I mean, he's smart to
I don't
do
like
it.
it though. It's funny.
He does look ridiculous, but he's smart to do it. Unlike
Cheerio. Double doink field goal. That's a pretty low moment. Although I will say this, that was a good team. That team was quarterbacked by Mitch Trubisky. So if we won that game, there's zero chance we might have won and gone to the NFC Championship game. Or that was for the NFC Championship game, right? We might have gotten to the Super Bowl. We would have lost the Super Bowl with Mitch Trubisky. That's just for sure, man.
Yeah, if we got lucky enough to get to that Super Bowl, there's just no way. Like you're right with Trubisky, there's just no way.
100%.
And Nagy coaching, they both would have fucked it up today.
Gentlemen, if you're in here, you're not subscribed to the channel. What are you doing? Get in here. 7 show. This is my 8th show this week. I've been on live over 20 hours this week, and you get awesome guests. The community's great, so please do that. And you don't want to miss these coming up. Tonight, tomorrow, all that kind of shit. Brandon says, "Is Caleb going to put it together today?" I think we both think he is. Right? It's gonna be a Caleb game.
It's. I mean, honestly, man, this is. I am not a guy that like this. Like, oh, this is it. If he doesn't do it today, it's over. Because I'm in the firm belief of right now, like with all these quarterbacks across the leagues that teams gave up on, that were in bad situations, that have now turned it around and are leading other teams to being successful. I long story short, yes, I think he's going to put it together because Bengals have a bad D. I just think that today will be a good Caleb day.
Cheerio. This is a tough one. Start Chase Brown or Monungai. Same game.
Yeah.
Same game, man. Is it Monungai because you have no P Ryan behind him? Is that like the deciding factor?
I would probably say that because P Ryan had a pretty good game last week. He had 17.
He's had 3 good games.
Yeah. So I mean, I would go Monungai because there's nobody behind him, and the Bears know in order to win they need to establish the run. So they're definitely going to try to establish the run with Monungai early, I think. So to get that play action going. So I would go Monungai.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree. All right, any last questions? Let us know. Flacco cleared to play, I believe. No questionable tag. Doesn't mean he's not hurting a little bit, Mark, but yeah, that's a nice sign that he doesn't have a limitation. He's also old as shit. Blake says he's worried about Travion. Are you worried about Travion?
Yes and no. I mean, like I said, if I have him, I'm playing him, but of course I'm a little worried because again, there's a reason he hasn't gotten a good run yet at as being a running back 1 with them. So there is always that worry that, like we talked about last night, that Ernest comes in, gets 15 carries, and Travion gets 5 carries and like a couple catches and ends up getting less than 10 touches. So there's always that possibility, but I think this is a game that that they will. And he's got it at this point. If not, like we talked about, if he doesn't do it this week, drop him for this year and forget about him unless something changes. And then, next year I think would be another time to draft him, just not as high as this year. But this is it, I think, for this season wise. If he doesn't do it this week, then just forget about him and move it along.
What do you think the chances are that this happens?
All right, Trevion, you're starting today. Go out there and make it happen.
First down, Patriots. Trevion Henderson on the carry.
All right, come on back, Trev. Come on back. Coach, what's the problem? See? I told you you'd start today, but that's it. You're done. Putting in the backups.
That I really think that's a great possibility that he does a lot of that Ernest comes in and snakes touchdowns.
Sorry, Ryan, I missed your comment on Nico or DK in the flex. This is Nico. This is the easiest thing ever. Nico. We want to go Nico because I think Nico is going to score a touchdown this week. Yeah, no Patrick Surtain there. So I like DK, but again, as much as CJ Stroud's been rough, like he's a top 14 NFL quarterback and maybe top 12. Cam Ward right now is bottom 5. And I love Cam Ward's prospects going forward, but I mean, that offense is rough right now. That's going to be a bloodbath.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, would you drop Rashard Smith to pick up Golden?
No.
I want Rashard Smith.
I said not right now. No, you keep Smith.
What is your target projection? Like, what would you the over under for Jamar Chase? Now he's had his last 2 games is 23 targets and 19 targets. So you average at 21 targets the last 2 weeks. Are you setting it at like 16.5? Because you can't set it that high.
No, I was going to say I would go the over under at 15, and I would go with the over. I'd probably going to get somewhere. Honestly, he's probably going to get somewhere between like 14 to 20. I know that's a pretty decent big range, but he's still going to have a big double digit, target game today. So.
Yeah, Cheerio says, well, now Ramonder's out, so he's going to get fed. The problem is we don't know that because
we assume, but
yeah. Well, we've also seen them have garbage time when it'd be perfect to get him, his sea legs going, and they don't play him in that situation. We had the game where Stevenson fumbled for the 5th time of the season, then Gibson fumbled and gets hurt, and then that's the game I bet on him. I was watching this; it was 42 total yards. I'm like, oh, that's the first quarter, easy smash bet, gets 35 yards. So we just, past predictors say he won't, but the draft capital and everything else says he will. He should. That's the key point. He should. But we've seen a lot of crazy shit with NFL coaches where they don't do it. Blake says Terrell Jennings and Dearness Johnson. Dearness Johnson's the worry for me because that dude's a pro and he's a kind of a reminder of Stevenson type.
Right.
So that's the thing. Adam says, should I start Booty over Diggs? And it depends on the scoring. Full PPR, you got to go Diggs. He's going to get you 5 or 6 catches.
Yep.
And I still want to go Diggs. Give me Diggs.
I'm
finally found the end zone last week. I'm not going to get too.
I wouldn't get Q on the same team. I'd go Diggs.
Cheerio says, I think he gets 16. Look at that. That's what we guessed. I put it 16.5, right? So that would have been, you would hit the under though, which is crazy. If we put it 16.5, guy gets 16 targets and you hit the under on that.
Oof.
I would probably as well, because there's just no way. We've never seen this in the history of the NFL. Like, we've never seen 40 targets in a 2-week stretch. That's just 20 targets in one game is like a once a year, twice a year thing. And usually it's like Puka Nacua or maybe CeeDee Lamb.
Right.
Even Justin Jefferson doesn't get that one. Garrett, are you starting Olave over Marv?
Yes.
Now we got a rookie quarterback. I guess this is this is kind of scoring dependent for me. So PPR, definitely Olave.
Right.
It's standard. I know who plays standard, but if it's standard, I'm going Marv. He catches a touchdown in half the games he's played in the NFL. Olave has 2 touchdowns this year.
Right. Well, plus, Brissett, I think he's gonna try to probably pepper Marv this game. I think him and McBride are gonna have pretty good games, just based on having a more competent quarterback in there than Kyler Murray. Even though Jacoby Brissett's not like amazing, but he's at least a competent NFL quarterback. Hence, he's been around for a long time.
Well, we talked about this on the show last night. It's not, I mean, Jacoby Brissett's bad. Like, he's bad. He's been bad. He's never been good. This is more just it's damning for Kyler, right? It's the same thing I said about, like the Danny Dimes success. Like, it's awesome and all. But I think the biggest takeaway, if you want to look at long-term ramifications for the Daniel Jones thing, is that Anthony Richardson's just bad. Because Anthony Richardson had the same offensive coordinator. I know different skill set, but same coordinator, same O-line, same receivers, same scheme. And he can't even complete 50% of his passes. Meanwhile, you have Danny Dimes looking like Joe Montana out here. And then you have
Joe Montana,
backup quarterback. Brissett's not really that familiar with Gannon's system there.
Right.
And the system in Arizona. And he comes in, he's old. Again, 3 years removed from being the first progressive backup quarterback commercial guy.
Right.
And He's 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like Kyler Murray hasn't done that in 2 years. And this is not about Brissett. He's fine. The point is they have weapons there, and Kyler should be much better for fantasy and also for real life. Like, move the goddamn ball down the field, throw the ball downfield. And he doesn't anticipate anything. Like Kyler, like, when's the last time you've seen Kyler have like a timing, you know what I mean? Like an actual run NFL play where it's like, boom, 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 boom. Here it is. Here's the guy. Here's where he's going to be. Hit Marv on a slant. Like, it just doesn't happen.
No.
It's usually just dump downs to Trey McBride.
Yep.
Or medicine balls, where he's scrambling out. He just throws it up. That it's just Kyler Murray. Get off the video game recliner, bro, and actually watch some film. I wonder how much film he watches, because there was the whole thing with Jamarcus Russell when they gave him the tapes, the blank tapes to study his opponents his rookie year. And he's like, and they quizzed him on it later. He's like, did you watch all this shit? He's like, yeah, whatever, this. And they were blank. And they tricked him. So he didn't watch film. Jamarcus Russell did not watch film. I don't think Kyler does anything in the film room.
No, there's no way you can.
Spears, Henderson, Brashard Smith.
I'd still probably go Henderson. Probably go Henderson, Spears, Smith, but you could also, you could convince me to switch the other two, but I'd still probably start Henderson out of the 3.
Yeah, if there was no Tony Pollard for some reason, we got a report like similar to the Rico Dowdle report we had out of Carolina regarding Tajay Spears, I might consider that. But like, also, do we really want anything in this offense? If we can avoid it, avoid Tennessee's offense.
Right.
Sports memes channel. I just played some of your memes, Matt. Check that out on YouTube after the stream. I'll give him a subscription. He's giving us some awesome memes. He's the man.
Yes, he is.
Keep on trying, Blake. Flex Jacoby Myers or Travion Henderson full PPR.
Ooh. God dang it. I'd still probably go Travion, but yeah, it's hard. I'd still probably go Travion, though. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Same.
Yeah.
I'm going Travion. Blake says they put a film watching thing in Kyler's contract. They did. They need to, but you can never really guarantee any of that. I know it's like you can just have it on your tablet. It's similar like people that work from home just can be logged in and just be jerking off the whole time. You never fucking know. Mark, I'm stuck between Sharp and QJ. Sharp does seem safer, but I feel like if I bench QJ is a crazy game. It depends what you need, man. If you're a favorite in your matchup, again, I like to just have start the best lineup I can, but like this one's specific. If you're a favorite, just rock Charbonnet and get your 12 points. If you're an underdog by 12 or 15 points, just you might have to go for a long shot with Quentin Johnson. He catches a 60-yard bomb, might win you your matchup, where like that's going to be as many points in that one play that Charbonnet is probably going to score all game.
Right.
I'm starting Brashard Smith over Bill today. Especially in full PPR. You want Brashard Smith over JCM, right?
Yeah, it sucks because it's like I was so high on JCM, but he's had such a bad last couple weeks that I would be going with Smith this week.
It's PPR, especially if it's half PPR. But again, JCM's not even getting the fucking goal line work. He's not catching any passes. He's against Seattle. Like, dude, there's just so many things working against him right now. He doesn't look good. Yeah. So maybe it changes with Jaden Daniels under the helm and it opens up some rushing lanes with those RPOs. But are they even going to be doing RPOs?
We don't know. And plus we know, but one thing we do know between that question, we know that Bills Chiefs always going to be a high scoring game. So
Cheerio, even if Spears gets the majority split, it's still a terrible offense. They're going to be down. And the problem is Cam Ward does not throw to his running backs at all. So that's a problem. Mark says he's a 24-point favorite this week. Then you start Charbonnet, my dude.
Yes.
Just take your set and forget 9 or 10 points and you'll be fine. Walker will go for over 100 tonight. I'll be back when he does. Are you talking about Kenneth Walker?
Can't help himself. I love it.
I can't. His yardage total, I think, is at a 50, Ray. Let's say it's at 50.5 rushing yards only. Are you taking the over?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the over. I'm 50.
You get a little pause there. All right, gentlemen, that's going to be it for us. Any last questions you have, get them in real quick. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, because if you like what you see, be a lot more of that coming up. You know what I mean? In the days. I haven't missed a stream. I haven't missed a day in like a month and a half. I think I might have missed one day. And they're not out. This is the shortest one you'll ever see. Usually they're never below 2 hours on these streams. You have 5 or 6 different guests rotating in. The community, Mark, Blake. Awesome guys. Sports memes. That's Matt. Again, shout out Blake, media manager. He's the shit. So we all hope so for Kenneth Walker. We really do. But all right, this was fun. We have an hour before kickoff. I have to go through my 36 lineups, my 25, my wife's 11. I already gone through them all week, but I just always want to make sure. Again, always make sure in your flex spot you have a late guy playing. Never have a noon guy in your flex spot. That's just a basic fantasy theory that you don't know what happens, especially if they're night games. Maybe a guy gets – I started doing this with COVID hit, where it was like you never knew if a guy was ruled out, like randomly ruled out, right? A healthy guy, all of a sudden, boom, oh, God, he's out. So we can't mess with that. Always do that. That's just a little thing that you want to do here. All right, gentlemen, this was awesome. Ray, thank you. Tonight we'll be on at 10:45 p.m. Central for the recap show with Big Ray. If the game goes late, it's just 10 minutes after, so 11 o'clock, whatever. 10 minutes after the game, or if it gets done early, it's still 10:45 p.m. Central. Appreciate everybody. Ray, any last words for the people?
No, just good luck, everybody, and let's hope for some good games, because there were some pretty bad games last week, so let's hope for some more, a lot more close games this week, and hopefully everybody hits our bets and does well in fantasy, and then not Rob for me, against me, but
fuck you.
But yeah,
I would say you say you want the games to be close. There's a lot of giant lines today. So a lot of giant favorites today. So I would be nice, but I'm not too. I mean, it shouldn't be like last week. Last week was all blowout after blowout after blowout. So
right, that's
hopefully we have a couple good games here. Coyle had a question. We'll answer this one before we go. Jacoby Myers, Theo Johnson, or Darnell Mooney in the flex? Not Mooney. I'm not fucking with Mooney there.
I would probably go.
If it's full PPR, I think you go Jacoby Myers.
Yeah,
it's gross.
If they're both, that's full PPR. I'd go Jacoby.
Yeah. I don't like it. I absolutely don't like it.
That's a hard one. I don't like either of those. But
all right, everyone. Thank you for watching again tonight.
Thanks,
check us out every single night around 10:30. We're on here. So peace, boys. Ray, thank you, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.